welcome back to the channel. And well, we're finishing up this S10, trying to see if this old girl will fire up and run and possibly drive after 17 years. Will it do it? I don't know. We'll find out. Got a bunch of parts in. Just finished up redoing the whole throttle body. I didn't rebuild it. I just cleaned it really good. Cleaned out the lines. Cleaned out these lines, the return and the feed, because both of them were full of the old gas or whatever that was in the tank from the old tank. Got fed this way. I didn't know that the fuel pump was still working, but evidently it was. But it wasn't much pressure because there wasn't much in the line, but it was enough to where it clogged the return line, and I had to keep spraying and spraying and spraying to get that out. So that part's done. All new O-rings on that. Here is the old fuel filter, and they actually had this installed backwards. It was done this way underneath the truck. The arrow means to the engine, not to the tank. That could have been another reason. I don't know what brand this is, but I'll wipe it off and figure it out a little bit later. But you can see the brown on it. Yeah, pretty much dried up now. This is what came out of it. Majority of it, you see the rust and the whatever else that's in there. I actually have the old tank sitting over there. It's full of rust on the inside. I was not about to even try to clean that. There was no way of really bringing that back when I can just buy a new one for $100. And as you can tell, it's raining. As always, I can never get nothing done because all it's been doing here lately for a couple weeks is raining and thunderstorming and lightning and high winds and tornado warnings and just a lot of things. So on a bigger note, I guess, I've got parts everywhere, and I don't even know where to begin. But I got a Precision, a gas tank, and there's the part number. Not a sponsor. It was $100 or so, and I completely sprayed the whole part right here, sanded it down, and sprayed it just in this area. I'm not done the rest of the bed because I had the tank out, and I thought, why not just go ahead and clean this up and get it coated and protected from rust, and then put the tank in. Also painted the straps. I don't know if you can actually put the straps on without these rubber, whatever you call them, pieces that go in there to protect the tank, but I did take them off of the old tank and put them on here, what was left. A lot of it just corroded away, and, well, wasn't much left for 20-something-year-old. So here's the new fuel pump sending unit, $150 with a discount. And I got to install this real quick. That's about the only thing left. Fuel filter's already done. It's a Wix, and there's the part number. It was like $11 or something like that on discount. Also bought a throttle body rebuild kit just in case I start having issues. Also have a kit for O-rings just in case I need them. And then on top of that, we got a brand new air filter because it needed one. And then I also have a can of this stuff. This is some great stuff to use. You spray it in the vents as it shows, or you can actually spray it down in here with the air turned on or just the vent, and allow that to suck in, and it'll smell really good inside. Pretty much nothing else has changed. I've got a lot of parts already for the truck, and I'm already showing you some of it that I went and got, the back carpet piece. But anyhow, completely pressure washed the whole frame. The main reason I did it was because it was full of mud, and I mean bad. You couldn't even see the differential. It was covered in mud. A lot of this is rust. There was a lot of dirt daubers I got rid of, especially on nooks and crannies inside the frame where it had been on the dirt road. Got a spare tire and wheel for it because it was missing. Alright, getting the sending unit in. I already put the sock on. I actually did forget something though. Rookie mistake. Forgot these guys. Can't do this without that. O-ring sits in the tank. O-ring's on there now. And you take some oil and a cap, dab your finger on it like that, lubricate the O-rings before you put them on so you don't rip them. Now you're going to hook up the ground wire and the connector. Plug that in. Make sure the battery's disconnected. Don't do this with the battery hooked up. Don't ask me why. Because I've been there and done that and accidents happen. Five-eighths wrench and tighten up the lines. 3/4 for one side, 5/8 for the other. Now what you want to do, you can see there's a little tang right here. You're going to knock that tang clip clockwise to lock this sanding unit to the tank so it doesn't leak. Now that part's done. Alright, so here is the filler neck hose. I've already painted it to keep it from rusting in the future. And this hose goes on right here. And then you got the filler neck hose right here. Everything should be tightened down now. So I'm going to go ahead and add some 93 octane because this thing's set for 17 years, so just to make sure she gets all that carbon cleaned up. 5 gallons. And it's like $3.36 a gallon for 93. Not a sponsor, but I'm going to go ahead and dump in a 20 fluid ounce can of Seafoam to clean the complete fuel system, like the injectors and everything else, because like I said, that old fuel and junk got all the way sent to the throttle body. So I guess we'll see what happens. Alright, we got a battery in it. I hooked up the fuel pump relay. There's fuel in it, about 4 gallons. Seafoam's in it. The injectors are plugged up. Everything should be good. Prime it and then turn it over and see what happens. Alright, let's see what happens. Alright, take 2 or 3. Alright, so now it's running, seems to be on all 6. As you can tell, both injectors are working. A minute ago when the engine was running, as you've seen, that it was starving, wasn't running right, shaking, misfiring. This injector on the far right wasn't firing. A couple taps of that, just like you do a carburetor, and now it's working like it should. Sounds pretty good. Running good. A little bit of smoke. You can see some stuff coming out of the tailpipe. Looks like some acorns. Yeah. Been sitting a long time. See, a lot of smoke was burning off the oil off the manifold, valve covers. You can see her smoking now. You can't really see it on camera like it is in person, but I'm gonna go ahead and I think I'm gonna go ahead and get the tune-up squared away real quick. At least fix some of these wires. She's got a couple down here on the manifold, and that ain't good. But before I do that, I'm actually going to pull it out, turn it around, and pull it back in the other way so I can do an oil change as well. Alright, got a new air filter, got the air cleaner on it. Don't want to suck any dust or dirt in here while I'm turning it around, because there's a lot of nastiness inside of here. Alright, with this thing going gear, there's drive. It stops. There's second. Oh my God. I gotta get tires bad. I can't even go up the street, let alone 10 to 20 miles an hour. The tires are so bad. There was third. Kind of have to get on it to flush it out a little bit. And third. speedometer is way off, that's for sure. Reverse works. Oh, got a posi rear end. Low tire spun. I like that. Will she spin? I don't know. Let's find out. Alright, now we're back to the house, garage. Man, was that a ride. Jeez, the tires are so bad. Puppies are 17 years old. So if you hadn't checked part 1 of getting this truck, you need to go check that out before you watch this one. But pretty much if you've made it this far, and that's probably too late. But you still need to check it out if you haven't seen part 1 yet. That's going to conclude this video. There's still a lot more things that need to be done to it. It needs an oil change, needs a tune-up. It runs perfect, but it still needs to go ahead and have a tune-up done. Plugs, wires, cap and rotor. I've already got it, ordered it. I got to get a serpentine belt. Looks to be a water pump because I noticed after I got back there was some antifreeze leaking after I filled the radiator back up. The radiator is bad too because it leaks right here. I wipe it away and then it fills back up. So water pump, radiator, tires, and tune-up, oil change, all that good stuff. There's no fuel leaks or nothing like that. Everything looks to be solid, which is great. Yeah, tires are gone. No leaks. Pretty good. Still need to get some more gas because this is all I have in it. It's actually just a tad bit lower than that. Temperature actually came up, so the temperature gauge works. It was charging great. Oil pressure was good. But the speedometer is way off. At least about 10 or 20 miles an hour at least. But I'll check it again. And I believe this guy right here was the worst out of all of them. Because this part right here is higher. And then this part is lower and it's slanted. So the thing in this is about to pop. Yep. So it needs tires. That's the next thing on the list. Alright guys, so if you like this video, give it a big thumbs up. If you didn't like it, do it anyway. Helps me out, helps you out to get more content like this. And have any questions or comments about this or any other things, leave them in the bottom. I'll try my best to get to them. And as always, consider subscribing. Make sure you have the notification bell on so every time I upload, you get notified. And as always, stay tuned for more content like this. Share with your mommy and them. Thanks for watching. Have a great day or night.